On our first full day in Alaska, we woke up in Anchorage with some decent weather to start the day off. This day ended up being a lot of driving as we planned to head towards the southern coast and end up in Seward, Alaska. After packing up my suitcase, I was ready to join the rest of the group downstairs to discuss breakfast plans and to load up the car. We decided on a place called the White Spot Cafe for breakfast. According to their menu, their sign says 1959, but they've existed since 1946. I decided to try some reindeer sausage and ordered the reindeer hash, which was delicious. From there we made a quick stop to see this statue, dedicated to sled dogs and their mushers, and it also marks the start of the Iditarod and the World Championship sled dog race. Next to the statue, you'll find the first permanent building constructed in Anchorage in 1915. Then we were on the road heading south. The weather wasn't great, with overcast and misting, but nonetheless, the views were still amazing. It's important to note that this is typical weather for Alaska in September, so be prepared if you're visiting during this time period.
That's pretty. It is.
Along the way, we made a stop in Girdwood, a ski resort town about 30 minutes south of Anchorage. We of course had to grab some coffee at the bake shop while we were there. We also visited the art center and gift shop located right next door. With caffeine secured, we hopped back in the car, although we didn't end up going far as we saw the Girdwood Brewing on the way out of town and decided to stop for a drink.
Thank you.
As we were leaving town, we noticed this funny sign on the side of the road. I'm guessing a mama bear frequents the area, and this is an entertaining reminder for visitors to keep their distance from her. At one point on her drive, we saw some moose, off a little ways from the roadside, and I was able to grab this quick clip of them. And before we knew it, we arrived in Seward, Alaska, known for its fishing docks and aquatic wildlife. After checking into our Airbnb, my boyfriend and I had my dad drop us off at the Exit Glacier Trailhead, located a few minutes outside of Seward.
Fjords.
This is an easy 2.2-mile hike that ends at a close-up viewing point of a glacier. A unique feature of this trail is you'll notice markers with dates on them. These signs mark where the glacier was in that year. Unfortunately, the glacier has receded significantly over the past 100 years. Along the trail, you'll have good viewing points of the valley and river basin. You can't go all the way to the glacier, but you can get pretty close. There are also some side trails that allow you to access the river basin, and you can actually walk out onto it. I would imagine this would be a prime area for moose sightings, and although we didn't see any, I would keep this in mind when hiking this trail. Of course, we had to take a quick stop to skip some rocks on the way back. And that's how we ended our first full day in Alaska. For more information on the places we visited, see the description below, and you can watch part 3 of this video series to see how we spend our time in Seward.